A comprehensive analysis of South Africa's land reform and black economic empowerment policies. Introduction. South Africa's transition from apartheid to democracy in 1994 was marked by promises of economic justice and land restitution for the black majority, who had been systematically dispossessed under colonial and apartheid rule. However, nearly 3 decades later, the country still grapples with deep-seated inequality, slow land redistribution, and controversial economic policies like black economic empowerment (B) and land expropriation without compensation (EWC). This analysis examines 6 key articles discussing these policies, evaluating their successes, failures, and future implications. The discussion covers 1. The 2025 Expropriation Act, how it changes land reform. 2. B's failures, why it hasn't reduced inequality. 3. Resistance from white businesses, corporate pushback against transformation. 4. Elite capture and corruption, how B benefits a select few. 5. Legal and economic risks of land expropriation, investor fears and court battles. 6. The future of reform, can Ramaphosa's policies succeed? 1. The 2025 Expropriation Act, a new era for land reform. Key changes from the 1975 Apartheid-era law. Old system, 1975 Act. Expropriation was limited to infrastructure projects, roads, dams. Compensation was market-based, favoring white landowners. New system, 2025 Act. Expands expropriation to land reform and equitable resource access. Allows expropriation without compensation, EWC, in specific cases, abandoned land, speculative holdings. Compensation must be just and equitable, not necessarily market value. Why this matters. Addresses apartheid's land injustices, 87% of farmland remains white-owned. Speeds up slow redistribution, only 10% of land has been transferred since 1994. Risks. Could scare investors if mismanaged, Zimbabwe-style collapse fears. 2. Why black economic empowerment (B) has failed. Structural flaws in B. Elite enrichment over mass upliftment. B deals often benefit politically connected tenderpreneurs, rather than ordinary black South Africans. Example. Only 5 of the top 200 JSE companies have majority black ownership. Skills gap from Bantu education. Apartheid's deliberate under-education of black South Africans left many unqualified for high-level jobs. B didn't invest enough in education and training to fix this. Result. Economic inequality remains extreme. South Africa is the world's most unequal country, per World Bank. Unemployment at 32%, higher among black youth. 3. Resistance from white businesses, slowing transformation. Corporate pushback against B. 2006 survey. 20% of South African firms had no B compliance plans. Fronting, fake compliance, some companies hire token black executives without real power. Legal challenges. Business groups argue B is reverse racism and harms growth. Impact. Slowed economic transformation, perpetuates white-dominated corporate culture. 4. Elite capture and corruption, how B benefits the few. The rise of tenderpreneurs. Definition. Politically connected individuals who win state contracts through connections, not merit. Example. Gupta scandal, billions in state deals went to a connected family. Why this undermines B. Ordinary black citizens see little benefit. Public trust in B erodes. 5. Legal and economic risks of land expropriation. Investor fears. Zimbabwe parallels. Farm seizures there led to economic collapse. Rand volatility. Policy uncertainty could weaken South Africa's currency. Court battles ahead. Opposition parties, DA, FF+, may challenge the law. Landowners could sue over unfair seizures. 6. The future. Can Ramaphosa fix these policies? Possible reforms needed. Stricter anti-corruption measures in B deals. Skills development programs to address apartheid's education gaps. Clearer land reform guidelines to prevent chaos. Conclusion. A crossroads for South Africa. Land reform and BEE are necessary to address apartheid's legacy. But current failures risk worsening inequality. Ramaphosa's next moves will decide South Africa's economic future.